to one more class of this quarantine series. For today, the only thing we're going to need is a strap, so you can just go and grab a belt. I don't know if you realize, but I do have a double mat today. That's because we might do some poses that can hurt or they can be a bit stressing for the patella. So if you do have sensitive knees and you have two mats at home, I do recommend to put them together, or maybe you can use a carpet underneath your mat, or maybe just grab a pillow and use it just for those poses. Today we're going to be working a little bit on the balance, and we're going to be stretching the hamstrings. So maybe at the end of the floor we're going to do some exercises to stretch, or yes, to stretch the backline fascia. But at the moment, let's start with hand salutation A to warm up. So just come to the front of the mat. Just bring your feet underneath your hips, firmly grounded into the mat. Engage your quadriceps, engage your belly, shoulders back and relax, palms facing to the front, chin parallel to the ground, and then send the arms towards the sky, shoulders down, look towards the thumbs, elbows straight, and now just hinge from the hip, bend the knees. There is no need to stress the hamstrings just yet. And now inhale and just bring the hands to the shins, flat back. And now just plant the hands on the ground and step back into the plank if your dog allows you to. Good. And once you're in the plank, for the first one, just bring the knees down, bring the chest down, we're warming up. Inhaling into the nap dog or cobra, tap the toes, and downward facing dog. Just set your down dog, and then bend one knee, bend the other one, just to warm up your body, your hips a little bit. Good. Take one more breath in here. Full breath out, and on the next inhale, look in between the hands, step towards the front of the mat, hands on the shins, flat back, hands towards the ground. And now let's inhale and raise all the way up, arms together, shoulders down, and exhale, and let's go back to some steady heel. One more time, inhale, arms up, exhale, let's go all the way down, bend the knees, inhaling, hands to shins, or fingertips on the ground, flat back. Exhaling, hands to the ground, and step back into the plank. For this second one, just bring the knees down, chest down, and let's inhale into a cobra. Shoulders down. Tap the toes, and downward facing dog. Reset your dog, and let's hold it here for a few breaths. You can move the knees if you feel like you need to. On the next inhale, bend the knees, look in between the hands, and step towards the front of the mat, straight away into a flat back. Exhaling, go all the way down, bend the knees. Inhaling, let's raise all the way up. Arms together, shoulders down. Exhaling, hands to the hip. One more time, inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, let's hinge from the hip and go all the way down. Inhaling, flat back. Exhaling, hands to the ground, and again, step on the plank. This time, let's go for a chaturanga. Inhaling into an up dog. Tap the toes, downward facing dog. If chaturanga is too much for you, remember that you can always place knees and chest into the mat. And if you feel tired at some point, child's pose is always there for you. Let's keep breathing deeply in and out through your nose. And on the next inhale, look in between the hands, bend the knees, and step towards the front of the mat, flat back. Exhaling. On the inhale, let's raise all the way up. And just come to Samasthiti. Last round. Inhale it, arms up. Exhaling, just hinge from the hip and go all the way down. Inhaling, flat back. Exhaling, hands to the ground, step back into plank. Let's go for chaturanga. Inhaling into an up dog. Tag the toes, downward facing dog. And just hold it here for a few breaths. Look towards your navel, shoulders away from here. Externally rotate your shoulders. On the next inhale, bend the knees, look between the hands and step towards the front of the mat, flat back. Exhale, let's go all the way down. Now let's inhale, raise all the way up. Palms up, shoulders down, and some steady hip. Bring the feet together, and let's do 2 sun salutations feet. So bend the knees, extend the arms up, and go for the chair pose. On the exhale, let's go all the way down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhaling, palms to the ground, and step into a plank. Let's go for vinyasa. Inhaling into an up dog. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Let's send the right foot forward, and let's come into warrior one on the inhale. Exhaling, hands down, step back. Chaturanga. Inhaling into an up dog. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Now let's send the left foot forward, and on the inhale we raise up into warrior one. Look through your fingers. Exhaling, hands to the ground, step back. Again, let's go into the vinyasa. Inhaling up dog. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. We stay here for a couple of breaths. Warming up the body. Remember to look through your navel. Shoulders externally rotated. And don't forget your deep breathing. On the next inhale, looking between the hands, jump or float towards the front of the mat. Into a flat back. Exhaling, release. And on the inhale, we go back into a chair pose. Exhaling, some steady hip. Let's do the last one. Inhaling, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhaling, hands towards the ground. Breathe in, flat back. Breathe out, step or jump into a plank. And then go for your chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog. Tuck the toes, down facing dog. Let's step the right foot forward. And then inhale into Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Shoulders down. Exhaling, hands to the ground. Step back. Chaturanga. Inhaling up. Exhaling, downward facing dog. And now step the left foot forward. Inhaling, raising up into your warrior 1. Palms together, shoulders down. Exhaling, hands to the ground. Step back. Let's go for another chaturanga. Inhaling into an up dog. Tuck the toes and downward facing dog. And let's hold it here for a couple of breaths. On the next inhale, looking between the hands, bend the knees, jump or step, float towards the front of the mat into a flat back. Exhaling, release. And on the inhale, let's raise into chair pose. And exhaling, Samasthiti here. Good. Let's step the right foot back. Right foot goes parallel to the shoulder of the mat. Front foot is pointing towards the front. And I bend the knee. So this is warrior 2 legs. You can reset and open. Check your alignment. So the heel of the left foot goes into the arch of the right foot over the heel. And then you extend the arms. Good. Option 1, we can stay here. If you want to go slightly deeper, just bring the elbow towards the knee and the right arm goes up. If you want to go slightly deeper, just bring the left hand towards the ground and the right arm is up. If you think you have a bind in you, just bring the right arm behind your back. The left foot goes in between the legs and see if you can grab both hands. If you can do so, keep looking up towards the sky. Take one more breath in here. Full exhale. And on the next inhale, you can undo your bind. Just start turning the back foot into your toes and straight away just go into a high lunge. Take a couple of breaths here in your high lunge. Be very strong into the front leg. And now, hands towards the ground. Step back into a plank. Good. Just go into chaturanga. Inhaling up dog. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Let's do the other side. So let's bring the right foot forward. Plant the back foot parallel to the short end of the mat. And then raise into your warrior two. Remember, the alignment should be heel to heel or heel to arch. Also remember that you have to see the big toe of your front leg. Otherwise, that means that your knee is inwards. We want to avoid that, so keep pushing that knee towards the side. Remember that you can hold your warrior two, or you can bring the elbow against the knee and the arm up. If you're going to go slightly forward, just bring the right leg against the ground. The left arm is still out. And if you think you have the bind on you, just bring the left leg behind the back. Bring the right in between the legs. Bind your hands. Maybe you can grab your wrist and look towards the sky. Hold it here. Keep breathing deeply. If you find breathing difficult, just go step behind. On the next inhale, just release the hands. Turn the back foot so we are on the toes. Oops, don't lose your balance. And inhaling up into your high lunge. Hold it here. Bring the hands down. Step back. Let's go for chaturanga. Inhaling into an up dog. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's inhale and send the right leg up towards the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. Just come into the fingertips of your right hand and look through your right armpit. Take one more breath in here. Full exhale. And now just try to square your hips again and inhaling knee to nose. Exhale, extend. Inhaling knee to nose. Extend. Knee to left wrist. Inhaling up to the tricep. Exhaling down to the wrist. And again, leg up. Let's do the same with the right. Knee to right wrist. Inhaling up to the tricep. Exhaling down to the wrist. And then let's go back up. And release the leg down. Let's do the same with the left. Inhaling, left leg up. Bend the knee, open the hip. Go into the fingertips of the left hand and look towards your left armpit. Hold it here. Go back down and square the hips. Inhale and knee to nose. Exhale, extend. One more time. Inhale and knee to nose. And extend. Good. Knee to right wrist. Go back out to the tricep. Go down and extend the leg. Knee to left wrist. Go up into the tricep. Go down. Extend. And release. Good. Now again, send the right leg up towards the sky and in between the hands. Good. Now just bring the right arm in between both feet. And options, you can press the back knee down into the ground and the top of the foot. Go into your forearms for laser pose. If you want, or if you want to challenge yourself, you can tuck the toes of the back foot and lift the back knee. That is completely up to you. Whatever you feel your body this morning, just do as your body says. Take one more breath in here, whichever version you chose of the pose. Full breath out. And now you can release the back knee down. You can go on your hands and then untap the toes and start straightening the front leg. Good. If you're flexible enough, you can bring the hands towards the front and just try to touch the foot with your nose. And if you do so, please send me a picture of that, because I will be very, very impressed. Take one more breath. And then just release, go back to center. And here is when we're gonna use both mats. If you don't have double mat or a carpet underneath, just go and grab yourself a blanket or something to place underneath the back knee. And let's do angry lizard. So just leave the back foot, just grab it with one hand, maybe grab it with the other. I don't have it in me today. Maybe grab it with the other and stretch your quadriceps. If you can grab it with both hands, please do so. Just here, this exercise is a bit tricky. Just try not to be on your patella. Just try to be here on your quadriceps. I know it's quite weird, but try to bring the weight forward so you're not sitting on your patella, please. Just wherever you are, hold it for one more breath. And very softly release. Plant the hands on the ground. Step back. Just go for chaturanga. Inhaling into nut dog. Tuck the toes and downward facing dog. Now let's bring the left leg up towards the front. Hands in between. Hands on the inside of the leg. Remember the options. You can bring them down and tuck the toes. Come into your forearms, or you can just bring the knee up. Just choose any version for your lizard. I feel a bit tight this morning, so I'm just going to be on my hands, but with my back knee up. The weight is going forward. We hold it here. On the next inhale, bring the back knee down and tap the toes. If you are on your forearms, just come back on your hands. And let's start straightening that front leg and start stretching our hamstrings. Again, just bring the hands slightly forward and see if you can just touch the leg with your nose. 360 is towards your toes. So you're focusing and you're looking towards your toes. And on the next inhale, we bend the knee. We come back and let's go for an angry lizard. So bend the back knee. See if you can hold the balance. This morning is not with me. Good. And see if you can hold it with both hands. If you do so, bring your shoulder blades together. Look towards the front. Focus on something that doesn't move. Take one more breath in here. Full breath out. And on the next inhale, very slowly release the back leg. Plant the hands on the mat. Step back into a plank. Let's go for a chaturanga. Inhaling into an up dog. Tuck the toes and downward facing dog. And let's stay in the down dog for a couple of breaths. Remember that downward facing dog is a resting pose, believe it or not. And now let's inhale, send the right leg up towards the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. And now let's start moving the weight all the way towards the left until both feet are on the ground. And we send the hips up for a wild thing. And let's go back to our three-legged dog. Bring the right foot down. Left leg goes up towards the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. And let's go for our wild thing towards the other side. Hips up. On the exhale, let's go back to your three-legged dog. And bring the feet down. Beautiful. Let's take a couple of breaths here. Send the right leg up towards the sky. Look in between the hands and plant that foot in between your hands. Beautiful. Raise into a high lunge. Arms towards the sky. Now cactus arm, extend the leg. Inhaling, go down. Again. Extend the arms. Hands to namaste. Put all the weight into the front leg. And now let's go for your warrior 3. Remember, your arm variations can be arms towards the back into aeroplane. If your balance is not with you today, you can do namaste, or you can send the arms towards the front for a full version of the pose. Whoops. Just try to hold your balance. If you wobble, it's fine. If you fall, just come back again. And now, let's go for our first balancing pose. Well, we are in our first balancing pose. Let's keep holding this balance. Engage your core. And I want you to straighten your body. The left foot is not touching the ground. And then it comes all the way up. Now is when you can use this strap if you want to. Because I want you to grab with your big fingers. Grab your big toe. And extend the leg towards the front without losing your balance. The hand can go into the hip. The right hand. Hold it here, straighten the leg as much as you can. Keep holding, keep looking towards the front. And now we're going to start moving the leg towards the right. But think of rotating your thigh. So think of you're not just opening the leg, you're just externally rotating that hip, that thigh towards the left. And if you want, you can look towards the right. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your balance. Come to the center. Release. And then hold your leg up. Point the toes like a ballerina. Hold it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. You can bend the knee. And again, let's go back for our warrior 3. Hands into namaste. Take one more breath here. Full breath out. Bring the hands back. Just place that toes of the left foot on the ground. Step back into a plank. Let's go for chaturanga. Inhaling into an up dog. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Let's take a couple of breaths here before we hit the second side. So whenever you feel ready, let's send the left leg up towards the sky. And now let's bring the foot and drop it in between the hands. Good. Inhaling, we raise into a high lunge. Arms towards the sky. Inhaling, straighten the leg, cactus arms. Inhale, bend. One more time. And bend. Beautiful. Just one more time. And bend. Bring the hands into namaste. Be very strong into your left leg. And now let's go for a warrior 3. Remember, your hands options are aeroplane for balance, towards the front for full version, or into namaste. Take one more breath here. Engage in your core. Be super strong on your standing leg. And now let's start raising up. And the leg follows us, knee to chest. Remember to grab your belt and you can put it around the ball of the foot. Or if you think you have the flexibility, let's go and try. There's nothing for trying. These fingers, grab your big toe, left hand goes in the hip, and straighten the leg as much as you can towards the front. My hamstrings are pretty tight, so I never fully extend my legs here. Hold it, one more breath. And now let's just start opening that leg towards the side. But remember to rotate your hip. And if you can, just look towards the left. Hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Just go back to center. Release the toe. Point the feet, point the toes. Sorry, like a ballerina. And hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend the knee. And let's start pushing ourselves into warrior 3 again. Hands into namaste. Hold it. Bring the hands down. Bring the back toes down. Step into a plank. Beautiful. Let's go into chaturanga. Hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the 5, we inhale, up dog. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Hold it here. Let's take in a couple of breaths on the down dog. Now let's bring the right leg up towards the sky. Bringing it between the hands again. Good. And we're going to raise into high lunge one more time. This time let's extend the arms. Let's bring the left underneath the right. And let's cross the arms. Remember, if you don't get the full cross, that's okay. Here is fine. We just bring the cross arms and let's do eagle arms. Shoulders pointing down, elbows pointing up. Put all the way into the front leg. And let's go into warrior 3. Let's go into warrior 3 with eagle arms. Keep engaging your core. Your standing leg is super strong. And let's hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Bend the standing leg. Go back to your high lunge. Undo your arms. Go back to warrior 3. Airplane hands. Good. This time grab the strap if it's handy. And let's going to repeat. Go to standing. Bring the left knee with you. Put this strap around the ball of the foot. And straighten the leg towards the front. Remember, you can also grab the big toe with your peace fingers. Good. Just hold it here. Right hand goes on the hip. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2. And let's start opening the hip. The hip joint is a ball and socket, so just imagine that ball opening. Not just towards the side, but also like rotating externally. And just hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to bend the knee, still pointing towards the left. We're going to release the strap. The knee is going to go back again into our warrior 3. And we are going to land into a high lunge. Arms up, bring the hands towards the ground, step back. Let's hold chaturanga for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale into an up dog. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. And now let's repeat with the left. So let's inhale, left leg up towards the sky. Bring the knee to the nose and step the left foot in between the hands. First, let's raise into high lunge. Extend the arms. This time the left is underneath the right. And go for your eagle arms, any variation. Shoulders down, elbows up. And whenever you feel ready, rounded into that left foot, step into warrior 3. Really activating both legs, activating your core. And hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Just go back to your high lunge. And do your eagle arms. Bring the hands next to your body. And push yourself back into warrior 3 with airplane hands. Grab your strap. Start breathing in. Tap right into the chest. Put the strap around the ball of the foot. Extend the foot towards the front. Left hand into the left hip and hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Let's start opening that hip towards the side. If your balance is okay this morning, look towards the left and hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend the knee. And now let's send that knee straight away into our 3, warrior 3. Get rid of the thingy. Step back into your high lunge. Good. Arms up. Bring the hands towards the ground. Step into a plank. Let's hold chaturanga for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling into an up dog. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Nice. Just take a couple of breaths here in your down dog. And on the next inhale, let's start bringing your hands towards your feet. Embrace all the way up. Nice. Like I said at the beginning, we're going to do a couple of exercises to release the fascia, the back line. I think one day I'm going to do a class on the fascia and explain you properly what that is. I want you to put your feet underneath the hips, the toes pointing forward. The hands are going to grab the head, the shoulders, the elbows are going to meet, and I'm going to bend here. And what we're going to do is very simple. We're just going to do a series of pulses. Please keep your legs as straight as possible. If that means that you can stay up here, it's absolutely fine, but I don't want you to bend the knees at all. I want you to have the legs as straight as possible. So, grab the head, elbows wrapping the head, and let's start pulsing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Now, put the toes pointing towards the outside. Keep with your legs as straight as possible. And let's pulse again for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. 20. Nice. And now do the same but with the toes pointing towards each other, legs straight. Let's go. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Nice. Release the hands. You can bend the knees now. Very slowly. Just roll all the way up. By doing this, you should have noticed how your hamstrings were stretching. Now let's repeat with your legs open, wide open. It doesn't need to be like super wide, and your toes are slightly inwards. We fall forward and we do the same thing. I grab my head and let's pulse for 20. Let's go. 20. Good. You can bring the hands towards the mat and just bend the knees slightly. Press one, then the other. We're going to do this 2 more times. So whenever you feel ready, let's go back to center. Legs straight. Grab the head and let's go again. 20. 15. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hands, bend one knee, bend the other. Let's go for the final round. Go back to center, interlace the hands, and let's go for another 20. 10. 9, is the hands. Good, just come halfway, don't get dizzy. Very slowly start bending your right leg. Point the body towards the left foot, and then just come back down towards the ground. Let's do 2 more exercises for the hamstrings. So let's lie down. Okay, let's lie down completely on the ground, and I want you to straighten your right leg up. I want it to be completely straight, so if it bends a little bit, maybe it's not this high, maybe it's a little bit lower. I want you to flex the foot, so the foot is not pointing, the foot is flexed, so you feel the back leg more. And we're going to do exactly the same thing. We're going to be pulsing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 20. Good. We're going to do the same with the left. So let's go. Same thing. I want it to be as straight as possible. Flex the foot and let's pulse. 10. 20. Good. Let's repeat with the right. Remember, don't allow the leg to bend. Just keep it as straight as possible. Flex the foot and let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 19, 20. Good. Let's do the same with the left one more time. When you're ready, pulse. Good. Let's do the right one more time. Okay, that's not a good idea. And let's start pulsing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Last time with the left. So bring up, toes flex, and let's pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 20. Good. Whenever you bring the leg down, just go and sit back on your mat. I don't know if you remember, we used to do this in school, just sitting with your legs again as straight as possible. We are not going to test the flexibility. In high school, they used to do it for testing flexibility to go and see how far you can go. Today, we're going to do that same exercise, but we're going to be pulsing, so we're going to keep stretching the hamstring. So, if this dog allows you to, good. Let's bring the legs towards the front, straighten shoulders down, and let's start pulsing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 10. Good. You can release the legs a little bit. And whenever you feel ready, let's start again. Straightening your arms. Let's pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20. Good. Shake your legs and let's do this last time. Just try to bring your chin slightly towards your chest, so we make like that way the spine is straight and we feel good. And let's go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Release the legs a little bit. Nice. And now just activating your core, straightening the arms, and with lots of control of the belly, I want you to go down as slow as possible until you reach the ground. Spot, give yourself a nice full stretch. And let's end the class with the spinal twist. So bend the knees, place the soles of feet on the ground, away from the mat. And now let's bring both legs towards the left. The left foot can go on top of the right knee. And extend the arms while you look towards the right. Don't let the shoulders leave the ground. So the shoulders have to stay grounded. And keep breathing deeply. Good. Take one more breath in here. Full breath out. And on the next inhale, look up. Free the right knee. Knees pointing up again. And rest to the other side. So let's go all the way towards the right. Right foot goes on top of the left. And now you look towards the left. Again, the shoulders are grounded. Take one more breath in here. Full breath out. And on the next inhale, let's go back up. Good. And now let's just start making our way into Shavasana. Ow. Let's make our way into Shavasana. Remember just to open the legs. Feet are relaxed towards the side, palms facing up. And I'm just going to have to say goodbye here. So stay on your Shavasana from 5 to 10 minutes. Go back to your natural breath while you're here. Keep focusing on your breath. Don't allow your mind to wander. And once again, thank you very much for following the classes. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Namaste.